wakubwa, ibeti megerite no wakubwa.
This one goes out to all them sexy Belizean gal them. All your good looking girls. Sexy
DJ Labuga.
Shake up you bumper lady, shake it up, shake it up. Wind up you booty lady, wind it up, wind it up. Shake up you bumper lady, shake it up, shake it up. Wind up you booty lady, wind it up, wind it up. This dance to pop, we go on. Belizean gal them shake up with the man. Girl from north, south, east and west. Them they know that they got the best. Yes, them know that no girl can test. Belizean gal them they got the best. Only thing left now where you can do. Shake up you bumper lady, shake it up, shake it up. Wind up you booty lady, wind it up, wind it up. Hey Belizean gal, I want to see you shake it. Shake that bumper, you shake it gal. I see you Sandra, you got that nice bumper gal. Sandra gal, hold down that bumper. Shake your waist, make your man get angry. Move your waist, cause you in a party. Sandra gal, oh you get so nasty. Let me go, cause you make me want to see you. Shake up your bumper baby, shake it up, shake it up. Wind up your booty lady, wind it up, wind it up. Shake up your bumper lady, shake it up, shake it up. shake it up.
Ideaan? Mic down? Ano, ideaan natin from 3 minutes muna. Awi du birang yuma. Awi du birang yuma. Yeah. Numalale. Numalale. Kami na ko. Kamo may numalale. Kami na ko. Yeah.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Tinati dong boso, lari enu gituare. Tinati dong boso, lari enu gituare. Kabawage.
Welcome to Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. We present our weekly radio show every Wednesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. We have interviews from Aurelio Martinez to Consigo, Gado Nunez, Gloria Osiris, Lord Agustin. Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga brings them all to you on our weekly radio show. Listen live on your home computer, smartphone, iPad, and notebook. Every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook through Ronnie Figueroa. Also on TuneIn, if you don't have the application, download it for free. Welcome to Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. Okay, familia, good night, good evening, everybody. We're live and direct from the studios in Long Beach, California. This is your weekly radio show, Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. We are live from the studios in Long Beach, and we are live through two wonderful radio stations. One in New York through www.lmbroots.com, serving the greater Garifuna community in the United States. Actually, the greatest, one of the biggest in New York. So welcome tonight to Garifuna Music and Talk as we welcome one of the hottest performers out of Dangriga. He's actually from Hopkins, and his name is Jobo. Mr. Joel Coleman is here tonight straight from Dangriga. Okay, also in Los Angeles, we are live through www.radiocentroamerica.com. So we're going to welcome Jobo in a few minutes. Mr. Joel Coleman, also known as Jobo, is one of the most unique and respected Garifuna performers to come out of Dangriga, Belize. Jobo's music is meaningful and rhythmic, whether it is paranda or punta. His versatility allows him to perform as a solo artist or as a member of the hottest Sweet Pain band, which will be touring the United States in July. So you are invited to tune in. Please let your friends know to tune in tonight at this point, at this minute. Tonight is Wednesday, June 24th, 2015, and we are on with Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga.
Just like that, 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 just like that. Say ding ding you ding ding you ding ding you ding ding. Say ding ding you ding ding you ding ding you ding ding. I mean I say my ahune, be a new world. Just like that, just like that, just like that, just like that. Say ding ding you ding ding you ding ding you ding ding. Say ding ding you ding ding. I didn't say my ahune, be a new world. Grab outside. Hey! Direro besure. Aya nigga guabo. Turigita nigga dada. Say don't nigga dada. Aya do nigga dada. Turigita nigga dada. Ala do nigga dada. Nigga dada. Direro besure. Aya nigga guabo. Turigita dada. Ala do nigga dada. Turigita nigga dada. Aya do nigga dada. Just like that, just like that, just like that, just like that. Anyway, to be today, be a booye. En el anime toco, 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 toco. En el anime toco, 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 toco. En el anime toco, 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 toco. En el anime toco, 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 toco. En el anime toco, 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 toco. Malila te ibaya hune ti nuwa. Just like that, 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 just like that. Say ding ding you ding ding you ding ding you ding ding. Say ding ding you ding ding you ding ding you ding ding. Malila te ibaya hune ti nuwa. Just like that, just like that, just like that, just like that. Say ding ding you ding ding you ding ding you ding ding. Say ding ding you ding ding. I didn't say by our way. Grab outside. Hey! Direro besure. Aya nigga guabo. Turigita nigga dada. Say don't nigga dada. Aya do nigga dada. Turigita
Motia. Aha. ¿Qué motea? Wow. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Wow. Oh my God, Jobo, that is crazy hot, Nomada. Welcome tonight's good evening, Jobo, and welcome to Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga, and thank you for accepting our invitation to interview with us and to find out more about who you are. So let's check for signal and see how you're doing, my brother. Let me play some music in the meantime while we get this thing working real quick, okay? Very nice, ladies and gentlemen. We have Jobo on the line, straight from Griga Dangriga in Belize. How is the weather out there, Jobo? Good night.
Presently, we're enjoying this nice weather. It's raining, and we've been waiting for this for such a long time. So the weather is great.
Beautiful, man. I'm glad to hear you, man. You're one of my favorite Garifuna performers. And I want you to acknowledge all of the beautiful audience who are listening in New York, Los Angeles, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, of course, Central America, Belize, Guatemala, Nicaragua, and of course, Honduras, who have been waiting for this time to get personal with you, man. So go ahead and take a minute to acknowledge these beautiful people listening.
All right. Thank you guys for having me on the show tonight. Seremi, it's a pleasure. All those listening via internet, I hope you're tuning and you're going to get a clear picture and an idea who Jobo is as an artist and also get an idea of him professionally,
Yes, man.
So
Beautiful.
thank you for having me.
No, man, thank you for accepting the invitation. And this is the beauty of having live radio. And another thing is not only having live radio, but having to call all the way to Belize, And sometimes our telephone companies don't do the best in service, but we tried the Magic Jack and it was kind of weak, but now we're using your cell phone and it's great, man. So let us start by saying that
All right.
I made a mistake in the flyer by saying that you came out of Dangriga, but in reality, you are from the beautiful village of Hopkins. What do you most remember about your childhood in Hopkins?
Well, it was the best time of my life. It's living in a community that is predominantly Garifuna speaking. Living in a community where all the elderlies were considered to be your parents and playing around with friends, playing music, especially the drums, Garifuna drums, and walking around playing sports and enjoying the fruits during the specific season. So my childhood days in Hopkins was one of the best time of my life, and I would not exchange that for anything else.
Ay, qué motia. Beautiful. Man, I hear so much about Hopkins here in the States when I talk to people from Belize, especially Garifuna who come from Hopkins. They say, man, if you want to learn how to speak the language, if you want to learn the customs pertaining to Garifuna, you better go to Hopkins. Hopkins got it going. Even the children speak straight Garifuna. Is that true?
Yes. From the baby to the oldest man speaks Garifuna.
Wow.
And we are trying as much as possible to keep it that way,
Yes, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, let's move on to your parents. Do you care to share with us a little bit about your parents?
All right. Well, they are the most important people in my life, first and foremost. And I grew up living with both parents, my father and my mother. And they were community in Hopkins. They were outstanding because they played a major role in the development of the community itself, especially the development of women. My mother was instrumental in organizing women to start their own business, especially they were instrumental in starting tourism in Hopkins. That was at least 20, 25 years ago.
Wow.
My father was a community chairman. He served in different capacity in the community. He served as a church leader. He served as a village council leader, and also played a role as a justice of peace. No.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Very, very influential people in the community then.
Yes, of course, most definitely.
Okay. So, Mr. Coleman.
So happened,
yes.
Go ahead.
Oh, yes. No. I was going to say, you sound too serious tonight, man. I want you to pump it up, man. I want you to pump that audience because you got such good music that will make people just get on the dance floor.
Of course.
But give us a little bit of what you are like on stage.
Well, everybody waits to see me on the stage because when I get on the stage, it's basically it's conscious music and it's also entertainment. Enjoying somebody singing and also dancing for you and wanting you to dance and all these things is one of my things on stage because people always look forward to hear a nice song from me that will make them, to capture them and appeal to their souls and also enjoy dancing while I'm dancing on the stage because that is what I bring, pure entertainment and energy to the stage. So.
Yes, man. I've seen you, man. Energy throughout the performance, definitely. Now, tell us about your transition from growing up in Hopkins and moving to the cultural capital of Belize, which is Dangriga. Tell us about your transitions and your endeavors trying to find a niche in the music industry because you are faced with so many good musicians coming out of Dangriga. Tell us about that.
Yes. And that is basically one of the reasons why I came to Dangriga. I came to Dangriga because I had started my own music group in Hopkins, and yeah, we were very good. But what happened is that I started high school and I had to travel to Dangriga every day. And while in high school, I met new friends, musician friends who introduced me more to more to the music, no, especially the Punta rock music. So I fell in love with what they were doing. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to move to Dangriga town so I can be a part of what they're doing. So I came to Dangriga at least 17 years ago, and I met with a very influential person in the community who had the money to push a project that we want to start, the Griga Boyz band. And we were instrumental, and we were successful, in other words, in getting finance to buy what we need to have this band. And I was appointed as the band leader. I decided, you know what, this is where the real music begins. So from then on, I was involved in the music up to now, no?
Yes, man. Nice. Very nice. No, definitely. I have to agree with you that the opportunities are in Dangriga. That's where many, if not every musician had to go through to be able to use that as a trampoline to come to the United States and to be able to get the music heard or played on the radio stations, not only in Belize City, but in the local radio stations in Dangriga. And from there, all the way to New York, Los Angeles, Chicago. And talking about Chicago, I want to give a big shout out to Garifuna Empress, Miss Dale Ogaldes, who is checking us out, who's listening to our radio show tonight live from Chicago. So, hey, send a big shout out to Miss Dale Ogaldes there, Jobo.
Oh, yes, Dale Ogaldes, she's from my hometown, Hopkins.
Ah, qué motea.
Radio Guyonle, so that way bege you bege baga bege lu baga uno buid.
Haha, qué motea. Yes, beautiful. To all the beautiful people in our group called The Movement, which is a group that is pretty much about the people from St. Vincent. We are posting our information as we interview Jobo tonight. So check us out on The Movement. It's a closed group, but we could get you invited if you invite me or ask me on my Facebook page, Ronnie Figueroa. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're live and direct from the studios in Long Beach. This is Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. We're live through www.lmbroots.com radio in New York and through www.radiocentroamerica.com in Los Angeles. And through these powerful radio stations on the internet, we are able to reach the world. So welcome again, and we have the pleasure and we have the honor to have this wonderful performer out of Hopkins, and now through Dangriga is known as Jobo. His original name is Joel Coleman. So welcome again tonight, Mr. Coleman. And with that, I want to ask you the next question. Let's see.
Okay, go right ahead.
Who or what inspired you to be a talented and conscious author, musician? Because you're not just an author who writes music like that. When you write music, you make sure that it is a conscious lyrics that deliver the message. So you're, in a way, you're an onagule, a messenger, right?
Right, and you said it right. I mean, you use the right term, onagule. Most of my music inspiration, I would say, the inspiration is something that comes naturally to me. It's this. My music are usually written while I can't. How would I explain it? When I write a music, it's not usually written with a pen and a paper. It is in my mind and in my heart. So when the inspiration come about a song, it's basically sharing my experience with people through songs. So it will come automatically, and I would just sing. It's like something that is spiritual to me. It never happens that I sit and I think about a song that I want to write. It usually comes naturally, but there are people who inspired me, because I've listened to other Paranda musicians such as Junior Aranda, such as late Paul Nabor, all those late great Paranda musicians. I listen to their music, and a person who is versed with the Garifuna language, their music touch my soul. So I always wanted to do something that would appeal to people's souls. So my inspiration always comes naturally. I think it's a gift that is natural to me, and thank God for the blessing too, and thanks for the spirits of the ancestors who guide me daily in this music, no?
Yes, man. Beautiful, beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, for the sake of time, we're going to continue to do this interview. Then after the interview, we're going to play the wonderful music of this wonderful performer known as Jobo. Okay, so we're going to continue with the interview, since the time is expensive. You know, when you buy credits on these telephones, they charge you by the minute. So I want to make sure that I get the most out of you, man, because I think it's important to know more about you. We could always hear the music anytime, but I promise my audience tonight that you will get to hear every beautiful song that this man has published through 2 albums and collaborations with other artists, including Sweet Pain Band, which is one of the hottest bands tonight. At this point, and we'll get a chance to talk about Sweet Pain as well. So next question, Jobo. Can you tell us about your professional career working as a teacher? A lot of people know you as a performer, but they don't know that you are a teacher.
Yes, one of my passion is working with children, and over 13 years now I've been working as not only as a teacher, but I've been in and out of the classroom, also working as a social worker with focus on educating teens and adolescents in Belize. Presently, I'm working as an educator at a primary school in Toledo District. It's been very, very interesting, exciting. I always look forward to go to the classroom every morning. I get up, I get up with the energy to go and educate and enlighten young minds. No,
yes,
the teaching profession is one of the greatest things that anybody could get into, because you play a big role in transforming the society, or having an input in the type of society you would want to see in the future. I've enjoyed teaching, and I guess I'll do it until my retirement will come. I taught not only in the Toledo District, I taught in the St. Creek District, and I also had the privilege to teach a couple of years at the Gulese Community Primary School, which is a intercultural school, which teaches bilingual education with Garifuna and English. So, all in all, my great profession, which is teaching, I'm loving it, and I'm also in it for the long haul, no?
Yes, man. 2 important things you mentioned right now as you were giving us information on your teaching career. One is that you are working in Toledo District. Where in Toledo District, which is southern Belize? Where in Toledo?
All right. Toledo. Well, I'm posted at a trial government school, which is a predominantly Spanish-speaking community.
Mm-hmm.
That's I would say it's like 54 miles outside of from Dangriga, and it's 10 miles off the southern highway.
Oh,
so in total,
I see.
it's like 64 miles traveling to and fro every day.
Wow. And how far is it from PG, from Punta Gorda?
From Punta Gorda, it's like 40-something miles, like 45 miles.
Oh, okay. So it is closer to PG than it is to Dangriga.
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
beautiful. And ladies and gentlemen, we're trying to make sure that you understand the geographics here, because Belize is such a small country, but it's a long piece of land, and it goes way south, right next to Guatemala, and way north, right next to Mexico, and of course on the Caribbean side, where you have the beautiful Keys, you know, San Pedro and the Blue Hole and so on and so forth. So it is a beautiful nation, the beautiful Republic of Belize. Thank you, Jobo, for that. And then, the next question was, you mentioned Gulisi School. Now, for those of you who don't know, Gulisi School is a project that was started by the Garifuna people in Dangriga to be able to maintain the culture. So this school was basically to instill the culture, the language, and everything Garifuna into the minds of the kids who are attending primary school. And, of course, I think they go into junior high school. I'm not too sure about that. Maybe you could clarify that, but it is open to everybody. You don't have to be Garifuna to attend Gulisi School, but it is such a wonderful project, and we support Gulisi School. We have sent help there, 3 barrels full of school supplies from our organization here in Los Angeles called GAHFU. And of course, we want to continue to do that, and we urge people who are listening in New York to please inquire more about Gulisi School. It is a wonderful project. So tell us about Gulisi, man.
Well, Gulisi happens to be the mother of my, how would I say, great grandmother, daughter of Joseph Satue, who came to this part of the country in the St. Creek district, originally from Punta Negra in the Toledo district, then moved closer to this part of the country. Gulisi Garifuna Primary School is a school that focuses on bilingual education. Means you learn English and Spanish. It is aligned with the curriculum, the education curriculum of Belize, the primary education curriculum of Belize. So, yes, you learn mathematics. If you're going to learn addition in mathematics and so forth, or the basic operations at Gulisi in English, you're also going to learn the basic operations also in Garifuna. The writing of sentences in English, you're going to also learn how to write sentences in Garifuna. So the main mantra of the school is to promote and preserve the Garifuna language.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. Hey, Jobo, I just saw that teacher coming out of you right now that you were explaining that. Hey, congratulations, brother. You're such an asset to the educational system in Belize, and especially to the people who are your students, you know. So, hey, congratulations, Numada. My next question, brother.
Thank you, Numada.
Yeah. Let's see. When did you first come to the United States to perform, and what city did you travel to first?
All right, that was how many years ago? 15 years ago. In 2000,
Woo!
I traveled with a delegation from Belize to Miami for it's a cultural exchange where we went to it was a mall. I can't remember the name of the mall, but there was like an expo, and we were playing Garifuna drums and singing. That was my first visit to the United States, and every year after that, no.
Yes, man. What cities have you visited in the United States as a solo performer, as Jobo?
Okay, I've been to Chicago, to New York, and to Los Angeles. Those 3 main cities. And also Philadelphia.
Oh, Philadelphia. Okay, beautiful. And you keep coming back, man, because we love you so much right here in Los Angeles, especially in South Los Angeles, where is your second home away from Dangriga, brother.
Of course, America is my next home. I love going there. I love entertaining the Belizean or the Garifuna people in the United States. I mean, it's always a pleasure to go there to share my talent with the people, or my people who live there now.
Yes, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jobo, live and direct from Dangriga, Belize. You are listening to Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga, and we're live from the studios in Long Beach. And we have on the line Mr. Joel Coleman, Jobo. Jobo has published 2 solo albums and collaborated with other artists on a couple of albums, which include Crazy for We by Griga Boyz and Asiatic, and also Sweet Pain Band with the song Ice Cream and Tough Enough. Actually, those are the albums, Ice Cream and Tough Enough. So we got more from Jobo this evening, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue this wonderful interview. And we are going to play some of the best of the music that has been recorded and published by Jobo. So next question for you, my brother. What are the qualities of a good parranda, of a good punta song, or a good broke down song?
Well, it basically if you're going to write a song that you consider to be cultural, you must include what is the identity of a culture, which is the language. So the qualities of a parranda song is first the language. Then the next thing is how it appeals to people. Is it appealing to their soul? Can they relate to it? You know, imagine you write a song about me writing a song about my experience while my mother was in her ill in bed. Imagine writing a song about my experience while I'm fishing. Or imagine writing a song about my experience burying my mother, or living a life while your parents are passed on to another life. So it's a language, because then people will identify your music through the language, and they can identify to it, and they can also identify to it through how it appeals to their souls. No?
Yes, man. Garifuna music traditionally is it's communicated through oral history. It's orally passed on from generation to generation. And as you write music, traditionally, I wanted to say that Garifuna is about telling the story of people who have made an impact on the person's lives. And in this case, you just put it in perspective, you know?
Definitely.
Yes, man.
And that's what makes a Garifuna music very interesting. Because it always has to tell a story. When a song tells a story, our experiences in the world experiences are universal. Even though it might be in different situations, but we might experience the same things. We experience loss in our lives. We experience death. We experience even hunger. We experience. So music and the lyrics has to appeal to people, and has to speak to the story that people actually goes through or are going through.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. That's deep, brother. Hey, Jobo, this is something that I always wanted to know, but when you are writing your songs, who coaches you? Is there an elder, somebody that you go to? Because there are certain words in Garifuna that are old words that are embedded into songs that are no longer heard. Who do you confide? Who do you ask for advice when you're writing a song? Just for fact checking.
All right. What happened is when I do my music, it's I'm versed in the Garifuna language. So because I spend most of my childhood life among elderly people, especially my grandmother, my grandparents, and I learned quite a lot of words that Garifuna words from them. So when I sing or compose a song, I use some of those words to actually, it's a form of preserving the language also, you know. So when I use such certain Garifuna words in my songs, I'm using them because I want them to live on, so that when somebody play my music later on, they can actually hear that word and might question themselves what it means, and I probably have to do a research to find it out, or find me to ask me what it means. When I use those words in my song, it's a form of preservation. And yes, I learned them from the elderly in my community.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. Now, there is such a heavy influence in Belize, among Belizeans, with Jamaican music. Jamaican music seems to be, along with soca music, but I would say more Jamaican than music from Trinidad and Tobago and the rest of the Caribbean islands. Who do you admire as a musician? I know reggae is heavy in Belize, but who do you admire in the Garifuna, as a Garifuna musician, and somebody who inspire you? And who do you admire as a musician who is not Garifuna? Whether it's a hip-hop artist, whether it's a Jamaican or any other Caribbean artist.
I admire most Garifuna artists, especially Paranda artists. Andy Palacio was one of my great icons. I mean, I respected him, and I had the privilege to travel with him a couple of times to Europe and to attend music festivals. I admire Pan more because he have great stories to tell,
Yes.
and his music appeals to my liking. And we also have young Paranda artists such as my good friend Lloyd Augustine.
Hey, Lloyd, big up to Lloyd.
Write excellent music. So I admire quite a number of Paranda artists. Speaking of artists who are not Garifuna or Belizean, I always listen to Lucky Dube music. His music is what I listen to when I'm not listening to a Paranda music or a Punta song. Lucky Dube writes song that speaks of experiences and challenges that they face on a daily basis. So I really admire his music.
No, not only that, but Lucky Dube was from South Africa. He was not even Jamaican. And not only that, but he was a trained jazz musician. So the man played jazz better than he played reggae. Just imagine that.
Yeah, he was one of the greatest. I mean, Lucky Dube will never be forgotten, and his music will live on, such as Andy Palacio's music. I've seen, his music run forever. Take it from me.
Yes, man. Beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. We're live and direct from the studios in the city of Long Beach, the port of Long Beach, California. And, of course, we have live on the line from Dangriga town in Stan Creek, of course, formerly known as Stan Creek, now is known as Dangriga, in Belize, Mr. Joel Coleman, Jobo, straight from the beautiful country of the Caribbean, the jewel of the Caribbean, I would say, Belize. Yes, man. Thank you for that, Joel. Thank you for accepting our call. Yes, man. Next question. How did you become a member of Sweet Pain Band? And I want you to tell us about how Sweet Pain was born. It's such a hot act. You guys are good. I mean, on stage,
Right.
on the CD, the music that you guys have recorded is just nice. And why do you tour with them?
DJ Labuga, I am always fortunate to be a person who, or how would I say it? I am always lucky to be the person who gives birth to new bands in this town since I moved there 15 years ago or so. Sweet Pain Band came when I decided that I was going to take a break from what was a chaotic experience with then New Rebels Band. And I decided, which was one of my birth child to New Rebels Band.
Mm-hmm.
I decided that, I'm going to carefully sit down with older musician in the community, which was Chico Ramos, and we decided, we're going to form a new group, and we I carefully selected the musicians who I thought was going to create the chemistry that we needed to bring the Punta rock music back into the clubs in Belize and the entire country of Belize itself. So Sweet Pain, we gathered the guys together. Our first gig was on a New Year's Eve, and it was the show was sold out. And from then on, the band became one of the number one band in the country, and it still is. And we lived up to our commitment that we are going to make sure that Punta rock music is going to be back in the clubs, because at that time, dancehall music, Jamaican music was dominating the clubs in the country. Now, you can go to a club now in Belize and you can assure yourself that you will dance at least an hour and a half, 2 hours of Punta rock music, if it's not from a live band or Sweet Pain band, from the DJ. So we actually succeeded, and we have the Punta rock music back in the clubs in Belize. So that's just a hint or just a tip of the iceberg for what Sweet Pain has accomplished so far.
Yes, man, beautiful. Thank you for that information, brother. Yes. Continue.
Yeah, in regards to the tour, we did our first tour last year. That was the first tour. We are doing another tour. Next week is the beginning of the next tour. We have the second tour for Sweet Pain band. Well, my responsibility is to road manage the tour as the leader of the band. I liaise with family members who live out there in the U.S. who help me organize and put together, find venues and with the promotion. So we will be back on the road next week in Los Angeles on the 11th, in New York the 4th of July. We'll be in Chicago for Belize Day, and we also have a show in Houston also. So we'll be hitting 4 states this on this tour.
Wow, that is nice. Wow, my throat is getting dry right here, man. But it's what a beautiful, nice information, man. This is great. Can you tell us the names of the band members for Sweet Pain?
Okay, we have the drummer. The Garifuna drummer is John Parker, also known as John P. We have the lead keyboardist, who is Alvin Lewis, is Method. Our bass player is Junimar, Belize's number one producer.
Yeah, Junimar.
We have Elroy Martinez, who is a lead vocalist, and myself as lead vocalist. We have Dale from Georgetown. We have also Sheldon Pitio, one of the vocalists on the band.
Yeah, Sheldon was the guy who starred in the movie Out of Dangriga, or Stranded in Dangriga, that is, right?
Stranded in Dangriga, right.
Man, he did a good job on that movie. Very funny movie, man. Great job there. Edit your video, Ross Jordan. Yes.
Yeah, Ross Jordan, yeah.
Yes, man. Beautiful. What about, you mentioned Chico Ramos. We're talking about Junior, right? Or Chico Ramos?
Yeah, Chico Ramos, Junior, is the
right. Okay.
Great Garifuna musician.
Okay, beautiful, great. Next question. I really want to play a song by Sweet Pain. After the next question, we got plenty of minutes left, plenty of credits left on this phone call right here. So I wanted to play a couple of songs. One is one of your songs, and the other one is All House, and is by Method, and it's of course Sweet Pain, right? So, but let me ask you the next question.
Definitely.
Latino bilingual Spanish-speaking fans in Belize, in Mexico, and in Central America, including several cities in the United States, such as Los Angeles, New York, Miami, Houston, Chicago, are paying more attention to Garifuna music. Are there any plans for you to start recording and including more Spanish lyrics in your upcoming albums?
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. What happened is that I am blessed that I am working in a Spanish speaking community, such as where I teach, and day by day I'm getting there in terms of the Spanish speaking. So most definitely I'm hoping to have that courage and drive and energy to challenge to challenge a song or write a song that is strictly in Spanish, well with the paranda music, no?
Yes.
We at the CPN band we have some members who are versed with the Spanish language. So we have tried working on some songs in the studios, and they are still pending. So as soon as those come out, they'll be introduced to the Latino fans out there, no?
Yes, man. I know, and you know what? There's a lot of Garifuna people from Guatemala, from Nicaragua, from Honduras that are very fluent in Spanish, and of course the first language is Garifuna. But I mean, a lot of those people are being left out because, of course, when the lyrics are in Garifuna, beautiful, everybody loves it. But when you add a little bit of English and Spanish, you're opening the doors to new markets, right?
Definitely, and it's good for the business, no?
Yes,
and the
man.
business aspect of it. I mean, the more people you can reach out to it. I mean, you can that can be translated into what we call finance, no?
Hey, qué motea. Yes, man. Oh, okay. Next question. This is a serious question right here, so I want you to pay attention, think about it, and then give me an answer. What is Garifuna culture? What is Garifuna culture, and what does it mean to you as a onagule, as a messenger through your music?
Very interesting. Very interesting. The Garifuna culture consists of what we call the language, the spiritual aspect of it, which is the spiritual practices of the Garifuna people. It has to do with the delicacies such as the food, everything that has to do with the food that the Garifuna people eat. It comes with it also has to do with your gestures, your daily gestures, what how you dress, how you behave, what are your daily activity. That is what we call the Garifuna culture. Garifuna culture is something that is very rich. It is what you can identify with as a Garifuna person. If you are a Garifuna person, to be embedded in your Garifuna culture, you have to, number one, speak your language. You have to, number two, you have to you practice your tradition, your religious tradition. You have to make sure that you share it with those who call children. You share it with those who might be losing it. The Garifuna culture is so rich that it has been surviving for centuries, and if we continue to do what we are supposed to do, such as what the Gulisi Primary School is doing, such as what myself as an artist writing Garifuna music and using the Garifuna lyrics, that is what we are doing in terms of keeping the Garifuna culture alive. So the Garifuna culture, it means a lot to me because it is how I identify myself as a Garifuna. And you cannot call yourself a Garifuna if you cannot identify yourself with the Garifuna culture. So I'm not too sure if I'm confusing you that.
No, man, you got it right. No, you got it right because
if you are.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I think that what you were saying is it's perfectly you're on point because you are not born with the culture. You acquire the culture by being among your people. You know, you share the food, you share the stories, you share the music, you share the uraga, you know, things like that is what makes the culture. Nobody's born with culture. You acquire your culture. So I think you put it right in perspective, brother. Thank you for that. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. We're live and direct from the studios in Long Beach. And we have on the line Mr. Joel Coleman, Jobo. Jobo is one of the top Garifuna performers out of Dangriga, out of Hopkins. He already said it. He lives in Dangriga, and of course, he's a teacher and teaches in Toledo District in southern Belize. He is with us tonight, and he's telling us about his life as a professional musician, as a teacher, as a Garifuna, as a nobleman, as a messenger through music.
Right.
If your fans want to buy your music, where can they go and buy your downloads or CDs?
All right. Presently, we are working on having my music available via purchase via internet or downloads. We have the organization which is Music Association of Belize, where we organize ourselves and attend training and workshop to see how best we can in terms of distribute our music and copyright and all these things. So it is on the streamline. As soon as that is available, ready, then most definitely people will be able to buy my music online now.
Yes, man. Nice. And that leads right into my next question, Jobo. Can you talk about your own experience in the ever-changing music industry? I mean, we went from LPs, cassettes, to CDs, to now virtually downloads and music and files and things that can be easily shared with people, where the musicians are not able to collect royalties because there's so much piracy going on.
Definitely. There is not only just in the terms of distribution of music and how music is distributed now. There is even the energy in the music has changed. You know, every time the styles and how the music is played has changed also. To be surprised, to be honest, also even the way musicians dress now has changed from how it was then. But I want to speak more about to speak more about the distribution of the music. You know, when we did our first recording as Griga Boyz, as Griga Boyz fan, I remember that the first box I opened was a box of cassettes. You know,
wow.
And then eventually, I think it was a couple of years after that we did another recording, and it was CDs now. And now, while we were working with CPN band, we record CDs, but we noticed that people are asking for us to have our music downloaded on the internet so that they can purchase them. So we have moved away from all these things such as CDs and cassette, and we are working more online. And we are exchanging music via emails. We are sending them to how we call them. It's MP3 on internet, and probably it's more advanced than MP3 now. So so it comes a long way, and I guess it's for us as Punta Rock and Faranda musicians, it is challenging because we are still learning. We are still trying to learn how best to market our music.
Yes.
And where to channel our music, even though and the Palacio and the Garifuna Collective did an exceptional job in producing the albums and work with people who are interested to get them to distribute their music and who pay attention solely to distributing their music while they focus on playing and performing the music. We are challenged with we are tasked with performing our music. We are tasked with distributing and promoting our music. So we are still learning, and I hope that if one of these days, eventually, we are going to get to the point where we don't have to worry about how to distribute our music. That people would actually just go on the website and purchase and download.
Yes, man. No, that's the future. And with things that are ever so changing, and you give us a good example, I also heard and read the news about Apple, Apple trying to use musicians to give them free music for 3 months, a 3-month trial program, whatever. So because of these famous artist, that she was able to convince Apple, no, you don't give away your iPads or any of your iPhones, and therefore you have to pay us. You have to pay musicians for either, even if it's a trial. You know what I mean? Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're live and direct. I want to send a big shout out to Hams Flores, who is listening here in Los Angeles. He's from Toledo District, from PG. Also, Lali Nunez from Dangriga, living in Las Vegas, Nevada. Also, DJ Block is listening. I think he's in Vegas. Also, Philip Jackson from The Movement out of St. Vincent and the Grenadines are tuning in. Juan Norales, a.k.a. Cabo, is also listening. He is the lead vocal of the formerly Punta band known as Grupo H. Wonderful musician. Big up to Juan Norales Cabo. Also Garifuna Empress, OG Young, Miss Del Ogaldes listening in Chicago. Also Manny Lopez, Van Edmonds, let's see who else. We got Fermín Arzu, Rodney Bonilla en Labuga, Livingston listening right now. Saludos a Rodney, que aquí vamos a tenerlo el próximo fin de semana. He will be live next Wednesday, straight from Labuga, Livingston. He is a very, very prolific Garifuna performer who sings Garifuna lyrics to reggae music. Fermín Arzu listening over there in the Bronx, New York. Also Punta Ton Management, Daddy Tracy, and many, many more people. Thank you for listening. Lucette King, of course, from St. Vincent and the Grenadines, from The Movement. Lucette King, thank you so much. Mr. Garfield Isles, and Betsy Campisi, the professor, the doctor. And thank you so much to Oscar Care and many, many, many more. Next question, Jobo, and then we're going to come in with some nice music, and we're going to let you introduce some of the songs that we're going to play so people get more familiar with you. Have you, well, you already said this, man. I was going to ask you about being able to register your music with a label company, but since you're going to be doing it with the Belize company, the Belize recording industry of right there in Belize, I guess you have taken care of that. But that was my next question, because you can collect royalties from numerous media channels plus TuneCore. TuneCore happens to be one of those wholesalers for iTunes, for Amazon, and for Spotify, where you could keep 100% of your revenues. The only thing is that to be able to upload your music into TuneCore.com, you have to pay an annual fee for an album. I think it's $40 for the whole album. And they are able to wholesale your music, which is good because you're only investing $40 annually for thousands or hundreds of dollars that you could collect back from the sale of the downloads. So that is good, right?
Right. That's great. I think that would be something that we can look into, and see how we can benefit from it. Most definitely.
Okay, so let's go into music now. Or you know what? Before we go into music, I want you to give us your final thoughts.
Go ahead. I think I lost you.
Yes, man. No, before we go on to introduce songs by you and by Sweet Pain Band, I want you to give us your final thoughts.
Okay. Well, it's amazing to be on the show tonight. To share with the listeners my experience as a musician, as an artist. thanks very much for having me. I'm sure that people were enlightened a bit about my music life and my professional life. I hope that you continue to support your Garifuna musicians and artists because it's important. The Jamaicans are where they are because Jamaicans support Jamaican artists. The Latino artists are where they are because the Latinos support Latino artists. So I want to appeal to all Garifuna in the diaspora to support your Garifuna artists because only through your support we are able to get where we are. And at the same time, feel free to share your concerns, your ideas with the musicians and artists. Help them to make the necessary correction to the downfalls in music because it is through our mistakes and through encouragements and opinions and criticism that we learn and we become better. So I encourage all Garino was lead as soon bo lo leader Liu Hono Garifuna no leader Liu Hono Pranda no Punta. So I encourage all of you to play your role in especially by supporting your Garifuna artists, and that's the only way we can keep this music going is through your support and your encouragement.
Very nice. Well said, Jobo. Now, Jobo, I want you to introduce this song. Tell us about how you guys came about this wonderful song by Sweet Pain. We got music by you, which we'll introduce. Since I went through my questions already, I want to be able to spend some time with you talking about the following songs so people get to know more about the process of making this wonderful music. So the song that I'm going to play right now is one of my favorite. I love it, man. It's a broke down song by Sweet Pain, and it's called All House. Tell us about the song. How was the song made?
Well, All House is a traditional broke-down music from Gales Point village, Gales Point community, which is a predominantly Creole community. All House is done during the how we call it. It's usually a community gathering where you come to a campfire in Gales Point. One of these days, when you decide to take a trip to Belize, you must visit Gales Point during these festivals, so you could experience the traditional music of the people from Gales Point. It's amazing getting touched with the culture of the Creole people in Belize. So, the Old House is traditionally a Creole song from Gales Point community.
So, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. By Sweet Pain Band in the works behind this man called Coleman. Jobo, this is All House.
Yeah.
Get ready to rumble.
Hey! Party time! Yes!
Party time.
Get you.
motea, ¿qué motea?
Mongo Creek.
Hey.
Libertad. Oh yes. Back on new side. Straight to Penco. When the Hopkins. What about St. By? City River. A Georgetown. On the beach side.
Ay, ay, ay. Qué rico. Jobo. Nomada
Right.
Jobo, welcome back, welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. We have a problem tonight. Guess what it is, Jobo?
Yep.
Can you guess what it is? What the problem is, Jobo?
Uh-huh. The next track.
Oh yeah, well, no, I was saying,
You want
can
me to guess the
no, I was asking you, can you tell me what the problem is tonight?
Oh.
It's that we
In
reached the
terms
limit,
of-
man. LMBroots.com is unable to take any more people to listen, so you have to go to www.radiocentroamerica.com to be able to tune in, because Jobo is a very popular performer and he cannot allow anybody else to listen because he's so popular. So go to Radio Centroamerica, people. ¿Qué motea? The name of this song that we listen
I thought
to.
It was,
Uh-huh.
it was a shoe.
Tell me.
I thought it was a shoe that was popular. I thought it was
No.
a shoe that was popular.
No, you are popular, Nomada. You're the one that's bringing all this traffic to the lmbrules.com. This song is called
Okay,
Old House.
Nomada.
For those of you who are asking, it's called Old House, and it's by Sweet Pain Band. Jobo, introduce the next song, brother. I think we
All
lost
right,
him.
the next
Go
song
ahead.
is...
Yeah. It's called
Can you
Demure.
hear me? Can you
Demure.
hear me?
Yes.
I'm losing you a little.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. I got you, brother. I got you. The next song is called Demure. So go ahead and introduce the next song, Jobo.
Demure.
Yes.
This song speaks directly on the belief of what the Garifuna people is. We believe in our ancestors, the spirits of our ancestors, and when they die in our culture, we believe that they move on to what we call Sewi. So when this song speaks about...
Your call was ended because you no longer have...
Okay, so we're going to have to add more credits to this phone line right now. Ladies and gentlemen, next song is called Demure by Jobo. So, Kemotea, let me go ahead and handle this business, play some music while I add more credits to my phone line right here, and we could call back Jobo. Kemotea, this is Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. And big shout out to Ham Flores in Los Angeles, also Martin Bermudez in New York, and many, many more people who are tuning in tonight to Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. Kemotea.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Dumure haremue, haragari na bo, selula hodi la guaya, iyo kubeire narigaya, sielu kubeire narigaya, nanua hayo yebe sikia bunuguturo, luyebe naya nua tuma.
ladies and gentlemen, this is Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. We're right back. We're actually back with Jobo. Jobo is on the line again as we added more credits to our telephone call. So we're back. Jobo! Ida
Alright.
Yeah, kemotia. Yes, I. Okay, so that was great, man. That song that we listened to is called Demure. Tell us about Demure. What was that about?
All right. I'm going to give it to them simple. It's believing that when somebody dies, they go to heaven. So when you keep looking up into the sky, because people believe that heaven is up in the sky, so you keep looking up into the sky to see if you can see your dead ancestor, your mother or your father or a sibling who have passed on to the next side, to see if you can speak with them. So that's basically what the song is saying.
Yes, very nice, man. That was the song that we just listened to. Ladies and gentlemen, you could actually find some of these songs, not all of them, some of them on YouTube. If you Google
Right.
Sweet Pain Band or Jobo, you will be able to find some of the songs on video, which are very, very meaningful. I
Right.
love it. So pick the next song, man. I want you to pick one of the songs. Hopefully I have them all right here in my library. So I want you to pick one of the songs that really gets to you, to your heart, and that you want to share with the public.
I want to share the tribute to Andy Palacio.
Okay, beautiful.
Which is Andy.
I love it. I love that song. All right, so tell us about that. What inspired you besides the fact that we know that Andy Palacio died? What are you telling us in the story?
That song is basically giving Andy Palacio thanks for introducing the Garifuna music to the world. Even though his death was a great loss for us, we appreciated what he have done for the culture and the music itself, no?
Yes, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, here it is, Andy by Jobo. Okay, Motia?
Logo
motia. Yes, sir. Aha. Love it. I love it. I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is DJ Labuga live and directed straight from the studios in Long Beach, California. We have Jobo. Hey, Sarabayenge Numada. Jobo. Are you there? Okay, good. I hear you. It's just that you sound like you're far away, brother. Okay, here you go.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, man. Nice tune, man. Very nice.
Yep. Of course.
Yes, man. So tell us about this next tune. This is a song that you selected, and this is a tribute to Dangriga. It's called In My City, and it's a collaboration between Lover Boy and you. Tell us about this.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Well, I got a chance to collaborate with Lover Boy, and actually this was his first album. I'm not too sure, but his first album, and he had wanted to write a song to dedicate to his hometown, which is Dangriga, and he asked me to do some, help him in terms of arranging the song. So I was around that time in Los Angeles, and I was working on my album also. So I said no problem. So we hit the studios and we did it in my city, and I gave him a nice twist using my original vocals, which is my trademark. So I am sure that you're going to love this for those who are going to hear it for the first time.
Thank you, man. I want to say thank you to Lucette King, who says great music, good music. She's loving the show. And thank you for listening, Lucette King, who is from St. Vincent and the Grenadines from Yurume, the homeland, brother. How's that? Give him a big shout out, Jobo.
Yurume. Thanks very much from St. Vincent. All right, that's my ancestral hometown. All right. So I keep listening to the good vibes that we're sharing with you tonight.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
man.
Colleagues to keep listening.
Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna listen to the next tune. This is by Lover Boy featuring Jobe, and it's called In My City. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga live from the studios in Long Beach.
Come on.
Close your eyes, let us take a ride in my city. I'm talking about Dangriga, Libi me Dangriga, sweet, sweet Dangriga, Mama Libi me Dangriga.
Emma, I put it here really. Afuda ya tembido elo hini bra. Afudu ya. Your friends and family are waiting so patiently in Dangriga. In Dangriga. Yes, boy in Dangriga.
Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. Oh na 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 na. La teban se kumagalugu. Nice water. Hey, I'm talking about Dangriga, woman, roots and culture. As soon as I enter the monument area, yes, call him here, and the Prime Minister, and the Hauruya, Pasaria Hayoma, Wago Wabarana, Wabina Punta, we got water, what did he have? Hey now, oh nana, oh Labuga Dangriga, oh Labuga Dangriga.
Oh yeah. Hey, alawa to get the bemo hilang. Bagicho gine kate. Hapuda ti.
Close your eyes, let us take a ride in my city. I'm talking about Dangriga, Libi me Dangriga, sweet, sweet Dangriga, Mama Libi me Dangriga. They go say to Harlem, you don't want no problem.
is on my mind. We watching Jankuno and check a narrator. Better run and dokuno. My nigga Bokuno. Oh yes, I'm a hustler. Man and raised in a Dangriga. Le gusta mi nada. Reggaeton, 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 reggaeton. In my city, in my city, in my city. Yeah, Jobo. What if I not done?
Wow, that was nice. It's soca music, ladies and gentlemen, made in Central America, Belize. Nice tune.
I've got to say rest in peace to Bo and Black Sheep. What about CC and my cousin Tighty? Call me friend them on the phone. Tell them that I'm coming home. Take me back to Griga, flying in Panmaya. I'm going to Why Not and Princess Royal Park. I can't forget that. That is where this music starts. It's Saturday evening now. We going to Brim now. We taking this all out. Swimming down to Barmouth.
Nice, man. Jobo. Yes, Numada. Okay. Man, that audio is horrible. We need to fix this audio, man, for once. I have to call our audio engineer and have him fix this thing. Yeah, Jobo. Let me see. Let me see if I could fix your audio, man. It sounds so low. Okay, you're back on.
Oh. All right, you're back on. All right.
Yes, man. Nice tune, man. You guys worked it real nice. It's a nice soca tune. And big up to all of our listeners from St. Vincent and the Grenadines who are tuned in to lmbroots.com and radiocentroamerica.com. Jobo, next song. Liru Weyo Numada.
Liru Weyo, right. Which Liru Weyo speaks directly to experience in your sick bed while you're battling ailment, and there is nothing more you can do, but all you ask for is for your family members to come around and give you a plate of food to eat, a glass of water to drink, so that you can keep hanging on. And that my only wishes was in that song that when I die, that I be buried in my hometown Hopkins, so that it can be my final resting place.
Wow, that's
deep. what that's what basically shared in that song.
Okay, beautiful. So Liru Weyo is Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday, right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna listen to Liru Weyo by Jobo right here tonight. Celebrating Garifuna music along one of the top performers straight from Hopkins via Dangriga tonight via telephone lines from Stan Creek, Dangriga. Yes, Kemotia, Liru Weyo. Yes, I.
Abuna
nuago. Uwali gari nuago.
Wow, nice tune, man. Another hit. Also, introduce this next song before you get cut off this time, man. It's called Sandy, and this is by Sweet Pain Band.
Okay. All right. This Sandy is basically speaking of my experience when my mother fell ill and passed away from when she was because of cancer, you know. And it speaks about when I got the message, I recall that she, when I got the results of her diagnosis, you know. So, it's a sad song, and I'm happy that in that song I was accompanied by my wife. So the female vocals you hear in that song is my wife. So I mean, she is also music.
Wow, that's nice. Thank you, Jobo. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sandy by Jobo. Thank you so much, brother. We'll let you go. I think the time.
Your call was ended because you.
All right, so we're gonna listen to Sandy by Jobo Kemotia, and this is with Sweet Pain Band, baby.
Labuga na. Hopkins. Big it down, 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 big it down.
Okay, familia, this is Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. I want to send a big shout out to my beautiful people who are listening in Nicaragua. And this is a big shout out to Grigita Sambula Bratigam, who is listening in the Orinoco area of course, Bluefields in Nicaragua. So big up to the Garifuna people in Nicaragua who are listening live every Wednesday. And don't forget, next Wednesday we have Rodney Style from Labuga Livingston, directamente de Labuga Livingston. El próximo miércoles a partir de las 7 de la noche tendremos a Rodney Style con lo mejor de reggae en Garifuna. So quémote next week. Don't forget, Rodney Style will be straight live from Labuga Livingston, Guatemala. So we got more music coming up, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jobo's music tonight, which is being featured because the man was early on with us, sharing his life as a musician, as a teacher, as a Garifuna Onagule, as a messenger. So Kemotea, this is another collaboration of Jobo with Griga Boyz and of course Asiatic. Kemotea.
Tira lumo, tira muro. Tuabuno go churunadie. Igira lumo tira mugo enye. Dale na kampe buabuno go churo. Odere ya tiwa lo wa sensuwa. Uibe wa pa yeruni owenye. Digiruni bibagari hombisani go. Dale na kampe buabuno go churo. Odere ya tiwa lo wa sensuwa. Uibe wa pa yeruni owenye. Digiruni bibagari hombisani go. Malati baru kanu luni owenye. Malati bagu peseru luni owenye. Tuabuno go churunadie. Igira lumo tira mugo owenye. Malati baru kanu luni owenye. Malati bagu peseru luni owenye. Tuabuno go churunadie. Igira lumo tira mugo owenye. Dale na kampe buabuno go churo. Odere ya tiwa lo wa sensuwa. Uibe wa pa yeruni owenye. Digiruni bibagari hombisani go. Dale na kampe buabuno go churo. Odere ya tiwa lo wa sensuwa. Uibe wa pa yeruni owenye. Digiruni bibagari hombisani go. Malati baru kanu luni owenye. Malati bagu peseru luni owenye. Tuabuno go churunadie. Igira lumo tira mugo owenye. Igira lumo tira mugo owenye. Igira lumo tira mugo owenye. Igira lumo tira mugo owenye.
GAHFU presentó Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. Es un programa semanal de 7 de la noche a 9 de la noche todos los miércoles a través de www.radiocentroamerica.com en Los Ángeles y www.lmbroots.com radio en Nueva York. Tune in next Wednesday again for Garifuna Music and Talk with DJ Labuga. We're live and direct through www.radiocentroamerica.com and lmbroots.com radio in New York. Wednesdays from 7 to 9 p.m.
Nugu churo idakubania. La usandile, la farati busame. Nugu churo idakubania. La usandile, la farati busame. Kanu atiltino, yara menige die, wagu nugu churo, la usandile. Kanu atiltino, yara menige die, wagu nugu churo, la usandile. Nugu churo, itakubamea.
mensahele Kiru wa familia Natuka ukanule Kiru wa familia Natuka mensahele Nugu churo Itapu babea La usandile La parati busame Churo Itapu babea La usandile La parati busame Wabu nugu churo La usandile No atirtino Yara merige die Wabu nugu churo La usandile Nugu churo Itabu bamea La usandile La parati busame
Abaurito kogundatu nao Aduga buge madugu giriti buya Oh baba, oh yada Oh baba, oh yeah Oh baba, oh yada Oh baba, yeah Batia bungi ulia bilirano Aye Arigadina Tiarabo Alukuta kwanungwa Alege bala Yabini bununu Lumage batia bungi ulia bilirano Aye Abaurito Kogundatu nao Aniligia uwa anu bado Mabere se talo agule kerengu wao Aduga buge madugu kiriti buya Abawu yutoko kundanu nao Aniligia uwa anu bado Mabere se talo agule kerengu wao Aduga buge madugu kiriti buya Unsu watu nyungarina dule kibo kumbo Awana yakia Wara luma GCK